detailed comparison between Filipino and Tagalog to help beginner learners or foreigners understand the differences and similarities between these two terms. The first one is definition. The Filipino language is the official national language of the Philippines, standardized and enriched with words from various Philippine languages and foreign influences, while Tagalog is a regional language spoken by people in the Tagalog region, example Manila, Cavite, or Batangas. So it should be noted that Filipino is the national language of the Philippines, while Tagalog is a specific regional language. In terms of scope, Filipino is a standardized version of Tagalog, but it also incorporates words from other Philippine languages like Cebuano, Hiligaynon, or Kapampangan, and also foreign languages like Spanish and English. For the Tagalog language, the language spoken by the Tagalog people, primarily in central and southern Luzon. Filipino is broader and designed to include elements from other Philippine languages, making it more inclusive. In terms of status, the Filipino language is declared as the national language of the Philippines and one of the two official languages alongside English. So the national language is Filipino, and the official languages are English and Filipino. For the Tagalog language, it is recognized as one of the major regional languages, but not an official national language. So Filipino has a formal status nationwide, while Tagalog is spoken primarily in its own region. In terms of vocabulary, the Filipino language includes more foreign loanwords like computer, spelled Kompyuter, computer, which is from English computer, and words also from other regional languages. For the Tagalog language, it contains more traditional native Tagalog words, example, salumpuit, which is chair in English. So Filipino tends to borrow words from English and Spanish, while Tagalog has more native terms. In terms of usage in media, the Filipino language is used in official government documents, also in national television, radio, and educational materials. While for the Tagalog language, it is still spoken in local media within Tagalog-speaking regions, but less formal and widespread compared to Filipino. So Filipino is the language of choice for formal communication, whereas Tagalog is more regional. In terms of grammar, the Filipino language has a very similar grammar to Tagalog, but it allows for flexibility and simplification in some cases, and it is also influenced by other dialects and languages of the Philippines. For the Tagalog language, when it comes to its grammar, it has its own grammar rules that are more specific to the Tagalog region and are traditionally adhered to. So Filipino is more open to change, while Tagalog remains more rigid in its traditional form. In terms of pronunciation, the Filipino language is a bit more relaxed with influences from other Philippine languages and English or Spanish accents. For the Tagalog language, it follows the traditional sounds and phonetic rules of the Tagalog region. So it should be noted that Filipino pronunciation can be more varied, while Tagalog has a specific phonetic structure. In terms of dialects and variations, so Filipino encompasses all dialects across the Philippines but draws mainly from Tagalog. On the other hand, the Tagalog language is pure Tagalog, and has many local dialects such as Batangas Tagalog and Manila Tagalog. So Tagalog has more regional dialects while Filipino tries to be more standardized. So Filipino is the official language of the Philippines and has its roots in Tagalog, but it has evolved to include words and influences from other Philippine languages and even foreign languages like Spanish and English. So this means Filipino is more adaptable and inclusive, representing the diversity of the Philippines as a whole. On the other hand, Tagalog is a regional language spoken by people primarily in Central Luzon and Southern Luzon, so it retains a more traditional vocabulary and grammatical structure, so which has remained more specific to the Tagalog-speaking regions. For a foreigner learning the language, it is important to know that Filipino is what you'll encounter in national media, government, and education, while Tagalog might be heard when conversing with locals in Tagalog regions. However, the two languages are so closely related that learning one makes it easy to understand and speak the other. Maraming salamat for watching this video. I do hope you learned something new and see you in the next one. Bye!